Good morning. It is a glorious Tuesday today. I thought I'm out running possibly 14, possibly 21. I'm just going to see how I feel when I get to it. So running at a very relaxed pace. My watch tells me I am 1% ready to train. So been a lot of activity this holiday so far, which is going to be great for the lead in to 2026. So I thought I'd tell you about 2025, how that's gone for me, and then tell you about some very exciting things happening in 2026. It's been an odd running year for me. In some ways, the best running year of my life. In other ways, some of the most challenging periods of running I've also experienced in my life. But the year started off really well. We were coming off the back of a knee injury in January, and when we got that out of the way, we were training up towards a 5k PB attempt in March at the Podium 5k Festival, which took place in Leicester. And I was aiming to break sub 20 minutes for the first time in my life. And we got the year off to a good start, where we did a 1950 at that event, which was amazing. It was possibly my greatest running achievement at that time in my whole running history. 5k is the distance I've done more often than any other by a country mile, having been doing kind of park runs since 2013 and always having this desire to break 20 minutes. So to get that done 12 years into my running journey, 13 years maybe, was amazing. So yeah, that started off the year really well. It gave me a lot of confidence. Then we got a place in the Hackney Half. For Hackney, we used a free running training app called Kiprun Pacer, which is made by the people behind the Decathlon Superstores. And we trained for maybe 8 weeks, I think, for that. We did some things we hadn't done before in our training, such as mass test, which was running as fast as you can over a 6-minute period, which was horrible. But that training was really good. During the year, we were also chasing race predictions that the various apps and watches tell us that they think that we can do. So the motivation at Hackney was to chase down the half marathon PB and also try and beat the race predictions. And that day went very well. One of my best running performances of my life in terms of consistency, not feeling like I fell off the proverbial cliff. And we managed to run an extremely consistent Hackney half, getting us a new half marathon PB in May, 1:38.20, which knocked between 5 and 7 minutes. I can't exactly remember off the top of my head, off my previous official half marathon PB. So that was amazing. Then we were just doing some maintenance training, really, for the next couple of months. But we did enter a couple of the Home Pierpont Running Club Grand Prix races. I've done these for the past few years, normally just the 10k, but this year I did the 5k and the 10k. As I say, I was just doing some maintenance training. I wasn't following any training plan. Did the 10k 1 week, once again chasing race predictions with no expectations, given that I hadn't been following a specific training plan, and I PB'd at that. So that was the 10k PB, and that time was 41:58, which took the best part of 80 seconds off my previous 10k PB that I'd set at that event the year before. The following week, I returned for the 5k race. Once again, I was like, I'll just chase the race prediction and see what I can do. Given that I'd already gone sub 20 earlier in the year, as I mentioned, I tried to go for it again with zero expectations that I was actually going to make it, given, as I say, following no training plan. However, I came in, it's an incredibly flat course there at Home Pierpont, which is the National Water Sports Centre in the UK. It's basically one 5k running track loop. Sometimes the wind there can be an issue, but it was it was a good day. And I beat my 5k PB again, taking 3 seconds off the time that I got at the Podium Festival. So 1947 was my new 5k PB after doing that. So that was amazing. I came crashing down to earth with a bump the following week when I was starting my Amsterdam and Valencia marathon training block. And as I was setting out on run number 2, I went over on my ankle and tore 2 ligaments in my ankle, put me on the shelf for 2 months. And that's why it kind of became a bit of a hard year in some respects, because the rest of the year was, you obviously lose like 2 months of conditioning that you've been building the whole year. I was on the shelf, I was seeing a physio, I was doing rehab, but I couldn't run. All while that was happening, the weeks were ticking down to the Amsterdam Marathon, which was always going to be a B race, but still a marathon. I think I managed to get 6 or 7 weeks of training when I returned to running in the end of August before that, and it didn't go great, that, in all honesty. I'd always planned for, as I say, Amsterdam to have been a B race for Valencia, and I planned on helping my friend John to a PB, but just from the off, things didn't go well, and I let him go at the halfway point, at the half marathon point, because I just couldn't do it. The second half, I walked it, came in at about 4:51, I think, which was my slowest marathon to date, but a marathon nonetheless. So I just saw that. I was a bit defeated by it. I was a little bit bummed out. Sophie Powers just ran past me. So yeah, I was a bit bummed out, but I kind of eventually just saw it as a leg conditioning, body conditioning to lead into Valencia. Tried to have a really strong second half of the training block into Valencia, which was a little bit stop-start. All my long runs felt awful. I dialed the intensity down on my training since the start of that block. With coming back from injury, I didn't want to overly press my ankle too much, so there wasn't a lot of speed work. So Valencia was a bit of an unknown, but I once again used the chasing race predictions times, and I wanted to try and PB. I was feeling like that was a long shot. A PB would have been anything below, I think, 3:56:40, which is the time I set in Chicago in 2024. But Valencia ended up going really well. Beautiful race, flat, sea air. Yeah, it was great. I ran strong for about 28k, and then the wheels came off a little bit in the next 12k, but then in the final 2k, I think I had the most enjoyable 2.2k of my running life, where I managed to turn on the afterburners and run really strong and bring myself home for a new marathon PB, 3:56:16, I think, so 20 something seconds. That's how marginal it is. That was an amazing end to the year. So move on to what is happening in 2026. So 2026, I'm wearing this top for a reason today, because I've been sitting on a little bit of a secret since October that I'm incredibly excited to be running the London Marathon next year, which is an absolute dream race to have the opportunity to run. And I'll be running the London Marathon for Pancreatic Cancer Action, which is a charity very close to my heart, because in 2018 my dad don't get emotional. In 2018 my dad passed away from pancreatic cancer after a very short but brutal few months, and I miss him every day. Being able to run the London Marathon in his memory is I can't really put it into words what that actually means to me. I'm glad I'm running sunglasses right now. The other thing, my mum will be coming to watch me for the first time in a marathon, so that will be very special. Way before I started this YouTube journey, I ran the Royal Parks half marathon for pancreatic cancer action. And it's amazing to be doing this for them. Again, my fundraising target is £2,500. And as of this video, thanks to the generosity of some people, or should I say my mum, and her letting her friends know, I'm already just over 50% of my target, which, considering I haven't really started pushing it yet, as I'll be starting my training block next week, is amazing. So there'll be a link in the description for a website called infuse.com, which is what the London Marathon use. It's kind of like Just Giving. If you would like to support me, I will try to bring a QR code up. If you do that kind of thing, there will also be QR codes in the end card of the video. My plan is to try and do weekly vlogs, keep you updated with how my training is going, and also maybe telling you a little bit about pancreatic cancer action and the amazing work that they do along the way. So that is 2026. There's more exciting things happening later in the year that I will talk about once London is out of the way and done. So running for my dad, the London Marathon. I couldn't be more thankful to Pancreatic Cancer Action for choosing me. It has nothing to do with this channel. It has nothing to do with me being whatever you think I am on YouTube. So that is great. Thanks to them. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel to keep up with my journey towards London. The channel will be going purple themed between now and London. The colours of Pancreatic Cancer Action. If you could sponsor me, that would be amazing. If you just give me some support, that would be amazing. If you can't sponsor me, that is absolutely fine. And I'll see you next time. See ya.